Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. What a bright and beautiful day out today. I'll tell you all about the weather in just a moment. On our show today, we have Brian Rod here, and he is with Cart Mart. They, of course, do golf carts, and they're right across, well, right under the freeway, so to speak, over there by Big Five. And he'll sit down with Lisa, tell you all about that. Then Richard Palmer is here, Tea Party Sentinels. Their meeting is coming up on Monday. He'll tell you about their guest speaker they're going to have. And we have Jack Schwab from the Duplicate Bridge Club, and we'll tell about some of the events that are coming up with them. And then finally, Pastor Rick Bradford is here with Saddleback Church, and he'll sit down with Lisa and tell you about some of their upcoming events and some of the good things that they do. They have their food pantry and all kinds of different things. Now, as far as meetings today, there's only one open meeting, ThisDay April meeting, their regular monthly board meeting at 9:30 in the boardroom, and that'll come on. If you're watching us right now, that will be on live right after our program, or later on, it will be on as a replay after the replay of this. So that will be later on this evening. Now, let's get to the weather. Beautiful day out today. You might notice that it was quite chilly out this morning. In fact, our house, our outside temperature was 39 degrees. Now, the reason is, even though it'll be a little warmer today, is because we're getting the offshore breezes that are coming. Remember yesterday, they were kind of onshore, now they're offshore. And they are not real strong. Certain areas in the normal Cajon Pass and those areas, they're getting some gusts up there. But because of this time of the year, they're cool breezes, so that's why we're cold and clear this morning. It was really, I think we were probably 10 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. So nice weather, though, about 68 today, 70 tomorrow. Now, Thursday, I told you about morning clouds and then sunny, and there is a chance, little chance of some rain coming in on Thursday morning. There is a system. In fact, that system is bringing more snow to the Sierras right now, which is good news. And it's not a big system, but it's a cold system. And if it gets down our way, I mean, it looks like it's going to be maybe a 10% chance of rain, just a very small amount. But it is in the forecast for early in the morning, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then that'll clear up, and we'll get to mostly sunny skies on Thursday. And then we look at that, we go right back up again as we get to the weekend, where we have 79 on Saturday. Sunday will be about the same. So overall, just some beautiful weather with maybe a slight chance of a little sprinkle coming in on Thursday. Now, let's look around the county today. Another bright and beautiful day, and you can see everywhere are in the mid to upper 60s. And as I told you, there's a little offshore breeze associated with this, but it's a cool breeze, so you're not going to see a lot of warm up today, but just beautiful. Lake Arrowhead, 55 today, gorgeous up there. I've kind of switched that around. Usually this time of year, I go from Big Bear to Lake Arrowhead, and because I just looked yesterday, and skiing looks pretty much done up there in Big Bear, although they have all their spring events and things you can do up there, the bike riding and that sort of thing. Palm Springs about 80 today, so beautiful out there. So just a gorgeous day today. And tomorrow will be about the same. And then, like I said, a slight chance of some early morning drizzle on Thursday. We'll see how that goes. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Over the past 20 years, BreastLink has successfully treated thousands of women across Southern California. Our doctors like Dr. Lisa Curcio have helped women overcome numerous health challenges. With her experience, compassion, and the high quality of care she gives to every patient, Dr. Curcio is also a breast cancer survivor. She offers patients the newest and most effective surgical treatment options. Doctors like Dr. Curcio are the reason BreastLink delivers the care you deserve with the quality you expect. Whether you need us now or later, we're always here.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I am so pleased to welcome you to JTV. We're a 24/7 home shopping network focused exclusively on jewelry and gemstones. And because we believe every woman deserves to be lifted up, we love to help her sparkle, keep her informed, and make her smile. Our viewer is passionate about jewelry and gemstones, and we share her passion. Because of that, she keeps coming back, making us one of the top retailers in the United States. We sell extraordinary products at extraordinary prices. Welcome to JTV.
Before the next earthquake, take 30 seconds to refresh your memory about these important disaster preparedness tips. Make a family emergency plan. Decide how you'll get in touch with each other, where you'll go, and what you'll do in an emergency. Build a disaster supply kit with enough water, food, and emergency supplies to last at least 3 days. It's important to have disaster supply kits for work, cars, and pets too. Find and fix items in your home that might hurt someone by moving, breaking, or falling during an earthquake. Know how to react safely when the ground shakes. If you're inside, stay there. Remember to drop, cover, and hold on. Drop down onto your hands and knees and cover your head and neck with your arms to protect yourself from falling objects. If you can move safely, crawl under a sturdy desk or table and hold on to one of the legs until the shaking stops. After an earthquake, help people who are hurt or trapped. Call 911 for emergencies only. Check your home for damage, including gas or water leaks, damaged wiring, or downed power lines. Protect your family and your home by making a plan, building a kit, and practicing disaster drills at least twice a year. Be sure to visit readyoc.org for more information on emergency preparedness and alertoc.com to sign up for emergency alerts and notifications. We want you to be prepared for a disaster just as much as you do.
Hi, I'm Darla, your new neighbor with Laguna Health and Wellness. We're here to share with you our passion, a better way to care for your body. We specialize in a better way to treat chronic pain, anxiety, major diseases, aging, circulation, and detox issues for overall better health. We can also make you look younger with our state-of-the-art hydrofacial acupuncture facelifts with zero downtime. Schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
The eye care experts at Harvard Eye Associates have been treating the vision of patients in Southern California for over 30 years. As a leader in multi-specialty eye care, our doctors specialize in cataracts, glaucoma, retina, cornea, LASIK vision correction, oculoplastics, and diabetic eye care. As an approved FDA research center, our doctors offer surgical techniques and technology not available to the general public. Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today. Laguna Hills, San Clemente. Call 800-974-EYES.
Welcome back. Well, you might have seen them around town, people driving in carts with the wind in their hair, enjoying life and having a good time. It's very possible that that cart they're driving is from Cartmart. We have Brian Rott here, who's here to tell us a little bit about their services. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. So tell me a little bit about the history. It's been around for some time.
Well, the business Cartmart was founded in 1959. We're celebrating our 7th year here in Laguna Woods and our 60th year in business next year, 2019.
Right. Now, you said you've been driving carts before you were driving cars. How did that work out?
Well, my family, being in the business for so long, we literally grew up in the company, and so anything from learning how to drive, I literally learned how to drive a golf car before I learned how to drive an automobile, and I started at the business at 14 years old, so I got to jump on my driving at an early age. Yeah.
Well, and also you also know so much about what to offer and what people are looking for. So the location, it's over by Big 5. Give us an idea of how to find you and you know where your location is.
Right, so when we moved to the neighborhood, we wanted to find an area that was close enough to service Laguna Woods residents, but also be accessible on the freeway where we could get the exposure coming into the new market. And fortunately and unfortunately for the residents here, we're a little bit too far away for some people to drive their golf cart to. we are literally on 5 in El Toro, so just crossing and turning right on Swartz as you enter into the Big 5 or the Sola Salon Center, you'll see our store. It's a beautiful facility that has everything from service, parts, rentals, and of course the sales of new and used cars of all brands and all price ranges.
Okay. Okay. And so we're looking at some pictures that really are showing the facility itself. So tell me, when you walk in, what are some things that you would like to point out?
Well, one of the things that you're always gonna find is that our staff at our location here in Laguna Woods is absolutely one of the most friendly, knowledgeable, and trained group of service and sales advisors that you're going to find in the business. Everyone that we bring in to our company has very high moral and ethical standards that meet our company's values. So the people you deal with are straightforward. You're never going to get a crosswords with our people, and they're going to explain to you what's right and what's might be a good fit for you and your needs, whether it be to play golf or to get around the community in a vehicle, low-speed vehicle or personal transportation car. These folks at our store have a great passion for helping people get what they need.
Okay.
And so we're excited about that.
And I know you have a lot of different vehicles to choose from. Can people customize theirs?
We can do absolutely anything you could imagine. Some of the vehicles we've built have been the very standard, basic, simple, plain Jane golf car, all the way to customized vehicles that have been in movies, that have been in super custom commercial applications. So our capabilities are almost endless, within reason and within budget, of course. But,
right.
But since considering we have, from some pre-owned all the way to brand new custom, there's really endless possibilities.
Now there's something different that I found really interesting, and I know that you mentioned you're a little farther away than maybe you would like to be. So you guys provide Uber rides. So what does that mean?
One of the things we've learned over the years being here in the market is that it's not convenient for everybody to come to our store. Some of the residents here in the woods don't have transportation, so we decided let's take that problem away. We decided to partner with Uber, and we're offering free rides from your home to our store and back.
Okay.
Anytime we're open, and anytime you're ready to come shopping, you want to learn more about the product and learn more about the business, we'd be more than happy to send a car for you, pick you up, bring you into the store. When we're finished, we call one back up, and it takes you right back home. So there's no more,
I can't
inconvenience.
Get there kind of thing,
yeah, no more inconvenience.
Okay.
We think we got that.
So how would
fixed.
they do that? Do they call Uber, or do they call a number that you have?
They'll call the store,
okay,
and one of our associates will book that ride. They'll coordinate with you on the time that works best for you. I'm ready now. I want to be ready at 3 o'clock. And we can send a car at those times. And then, of course, when we're finished, we just make a quick phone call, and Uber's always in the area, so
right.
It's a quick return. You won't have to be in our place for more than you want.
So let's talk about if I play golf, but I also want to get around town. I mean, are they street legal?
That's an option. We definitely sell a lot of low speed electric vehicles, which is a completely different classification than a golf car. It's a much safer vehicle. It's designed by federal regulatory standards for street use. And so those brands that we sell in the low-speed vehicle are Club Car, of course, Polaris Gem, and Gorilla. It's a beautiful European luxury vehicle.
Okay.
Those can be licensed and driven on public streets so much safer than a traditional golf car.
Okay, but then if you just wanted a golf cart, you also can do that too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are some things, if they're considering coming into you, what are some things that they should think about before they walk in?
Well, it's important to do your research online. Obviously understand the type of vehicle that you think you'd be comfortable. Do you want a 2-passenger? Are you going to carry friends and family? So maybe a 4-passenger. Obviously, budget is important. We want people to come in already having an understanding of what some of these vehicles can cost, so they don't walk out of the store feeling as though they were surprised. And so having a price range from very low for a pre-owned car all the way up to very expensive, $30,000-$40,000 on a European luxury car.
Okay.
We want to make sure people have the right mindset when they come in, so they know what they're looking for, they know the price range that they're comfortable in, and then we can help fit them to the right vehicle, whether it's pre-owned or whether it's brand new. And of course, no matter what the price is, there's always financing available if folks are interested in trying to finance it, great interest rates on new and pre-owned equipment. So it's always an option.
What does a golf cart start at if it was brand new?
Brand new, you're looking at about $8,500 base price, and then pre-owned, you can expect to pay somewhere in around $2,500, and it goes up from there for something reliable that you wouldn't want to have to invest a lot more money into it around the next week after you pick it up. So.
Right. How long does a golf cart last?
So it's based on how well you treat it.
Okay.
Just like any
no
piece of equipment. Well, if you service your golf car like you service your car in the similar regular patterns, you should be able to get anywhere between 8 and 10 years out of a golf car if you treat it well, and the service. And when you use our preventive service, we'll come right to your house. We have really friendly mobile service technicians who cover the area. They'll come here. They'll do things like battery jobs and fix tires and steering, and anything that you would expect to be done at home, we can handle in your garage or in your parking lot. And the rest, things that need a little more work, we'll bring it into the facility and we'll
So you'll come
pick
it up and then take it for them.
Our trailers will come scoop it up, bring it home to our facility, fix it, and bring it back to all looking good and running well.
Well, it sounds like you guys make it super easy, very informative, and excellent. Well, I'm sure people will be giving you a call. And we do have a phone number that is 949-597-2094, right?
Correct.
Okay,
and
good.
We're always online at www.cartmart.com.
Again, easy, right? You made it nice and easy. I love that.
Is there any other way?
No, I guess not. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the time. Very nice to learn all about carts and cars and all the other things you guys have to provide.
Thank you. We welcome you. Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience. Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? Over the next 10 years, that number will more than double. So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information? Turn to us at the Council on Aging of Orange County. We can help you navigate the aging experience, understand Medicare, and know where to turn when a crisis occurs. As a local nonprofit since 1973, we serve 275,000 seniors every year. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
Well, coming up on Monday, the Tea Party Sentinels will be having their monthly meeting, and this time around, their guest is Anna Bryson. With me right now is Richard Palmer, the president of Tea Party Sentinels. Nice to see you, sir.
Thank you, Ken.
And this is somebody that you got, they're a local person, someone that I see was on the Capistrano School District Board.
That's right.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she's running for an office, am I right?
No, she's actually president of the Orange County Republican Congress.
Okay, all right.
Because this year it's really contentious with
right.
all the nonsense going on with all the offices.
Yeah. So tell me about her background and why you chose her to be one of your guest speakers.
She was a speaker here twice before.
Mm-hmm.
She spoke about President Trump becoming nominated for the presidency.
Okay.
And then the ceremony when he became president. So she was here twice before. But this time it's really important because we're trying to maintain the Congressional House.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't think of anybody better than Anna to run the show because she's really powerful. She, I mean, she was affiliated with the Orange County, I mean the Capistrano School District.
Right, yeah, I saw that she was on there, one of the trustees on
That's
there.
right. And during the downturn, she turned back, I mean, this is a big school district. She
it had some problems for a while, too.
$75 million.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And she's on the also on the Orange County Central Committee,
mm-hmm.
Republican Central Committee. So she is so influential. I'm just delighted that she was able to come again because she's not reporting on a meeting. She's been discussing what her current job is.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be quite important because if the Republicans want to remain in control, they've got to win. You know, they can't lose any seats.
And I see she was honored by Senator Pat Bates as well.
Right, yeah, she's Women of the Year. Yeah, that was quite an honor. And I mean, she is, I can't explain, she is so talented. I mean, I didn't realize, you know, when she was here before, I didn't realize she had all these various talents. And she, I mean, she's accounting, she's
mm-hmm.
business.
Yeah, she owns the iEnterprise Technologies, which provides management and consulting for different firms as far as their technology goes and how they operate, right?
But she's also a consultant for candidates that
mm-hmm.
want to get back into politics. So she wants to give them the ways the government operates. So, I mean, she just is an expert of all these different avenues. And so we're really delighted that she's going to come to speak before our group. She is really, I just can't get over her technical background in business
Yeah,
and everything else.
she's got quite a background, that's for sure.
And I understand she traveled all over the world, and she speaks like 3 or 4 languages. I mean, she's amazing. But
so this will be coming up next Monday.
That's right.
And she'll give a speech first, and people can ask. And will
right.
she talk about also some of the candidates? Or is she just kind of in general about the Republican Party in Orange County?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Okay.
I mean, that's the best kept secret.
Yeah.
who's running?
Right.
Everybody's afraid to give their name out right now until they want to hit the street running.
Yeah,
So, but anyway, it's going to be a pretty busy year. So we are looking forward to allowing some of the candidates to speak for our group also.
Okay.
But I don't know who they are.
So if there's some candidates that want to, they can get a hold of you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're always looking for
And of course,
speakers.
she'll know who they are as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, both parties are all, falling all over themselves too. And I know the Democrats they have too many guys running for office. That's going to kill themselves off. So we have to sit down. They have to sit down and decide who's going to really run.
Yeah.
But what really disturbs me is Brown passed a law that's saying that 2 top candidates, they can be from the same party.
Right.
This is unheard of before in California politics. But, that's the law the way it is. So
yeah. Well, if anyone wants to attend, this will be coming up next Monday, April 23rd at Clubhouse 7. And Ann Bryson will be the guest speaker. The doors open at 6:30, 7 o'clock the meeting begins, and everyone is welcome. And that way you'll get to know her, and I'm sure she'll touch on some of the candidates and the races at least that are coming up.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
Because this is, but I haven't heard about who's running in which district or anything.
Yeah.
So all I see is a ton of Democrats running, but they got to thin the herd down a
Right.
little.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Richard, thank you very much, as always.
Thank you, Ken. I really appreciate the time.
All right, and anybody can come to your meeting. And
it's wide open.
No matter what your views are on things, this is your chance to kind of get to know another person, another speaker, and find out about what's going on in the races coming up.
That's right. No, it's I think it's important for our meetings because, especially this time of the year, I mean, and then it moves into 2020.
Right.
That's going to be another key.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true. All right, good to see you as always, sir. You take care of yourself.
Thank you, Ken.
And remember, Tea Party Sentinels is next Monday, Clubhouse 7 at 7 o'clock. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
South Bay Jewelry has established trust in Laguna Woods for over 35 years.
We are expert GIA gemologists and appraisers of jewelry, estates, watches, and valuables. It is evident that South Bay Jewelers' recipe of superior customer service, quality, and trust is the reason for continued success in Laguna Woods. We specialize in custom designing, bridal and anniversary, and watch and jewelry repairs, with all services done on the premises.
South Bay Jewelry, next door to OPA in Aliso Viejo.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service.
Welcome back. Well, Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods is celebrating their 9th anniversary here, and I have Rick Bradford, who's going to tell us all about the celebration that's coming up, as well as the services that they provide. Well, how exciting.
Hi, Lisa. It's good to be back.
Oh, well, welcome.
Yeah.
So tell me, 9 years.
I cannot believe how fast those 9 years went. Yeah. And that means we're all 9 years older, which is another issue altogether. But in 2009 at Easter, we started in Clubhouse 5, really, where we still are at all these years. And I don't know, do you know how the church, or why the church started?
Well, I think you've told me a little bit about it, but tell us again.
So the reality is that a lot of Saddleback Church members have always lived in Laguna Woods. Mm-hmm. And about 9.5 years ago, I realized, because we've lived here about 12 years ourselves, and all of us were driving up El Toro, fighting to find a place to park, and we thought, why don't we just, if we could have a worship service here locally that would be so much more convenient, then it'd be great for our members and it'd be easier for other people just to get to church.
Right.
And so that's why it started here locally, and that's exactly what happened. Over the years, people have chosen, instead of making the trek, and it's not that far, but it's a lot of signals.
Well, exactly. And then you made a good point, the parking too.
The parking's crazy up there. And we're able to gear the services here for the way that seniors like it. We have a little bit not quite as loud of music, but we have good upbeat modern music. And anyway, so that's how it started. And it started just with about 120 of us, but it's grown over the years, and now we have about 600 residents who worship here every weekend in Clubhouse 5.
Right.
And so now, this coming Sunday is our 9-year anniversary, and we really wanted to invite the whole community to it, whether this is your church or you have another church, but we're going to do a lot of fun things and just recall all that has happened here in Laguna Woods and just celebrate that.
Okay, and will that be at your regular church
It
services?
is,
Okay, so
at both 9 and 11.
Okay.
And let me just say, so we're going to have lots of special events and a lot of special food. We always serve breakfast.
Okay.
But we're going to add some things to that, as well as other special events. We're going to sing the songs we sang at the first service 9 years ago, just for the nostalgia of it.
Good.
We're going to play those and sing those this week.
Okay.
I did so I kind of reminisced on things that had happened over these years.
Right.
I think you'll find this kind of funny, or I find it funny. Okay, so in breakfast, we serve eggs. We have only done that for 5 years, but I figured out we have served 18,000 eggs.
That's a lot of eggs.
To our church. But that pales compared to both donuts and bagels, which come to 120,000.
Well, just goes to show you, they'd go for the carbs before the good food.
Isn't that funny? Not funny, but I was kind of looking back and thinking, what has happened in 9 years? And it includes 120,000 donuts and bagels.
That's so funny. But
and I contributed to that, yes. I have to admit.
Oh yeah, you're kind of the supplier.
A little bit.
But
anyway.
A lot's happened in 9 years. So let's talk a little bit about that. So the monthly food pantry.
Yes. So once we actually started going and worshiping on Sundays, it really was laid on our hearts that we need to be contributing to this community of Laguna. We all live here, we love it, this is our home. Mm-hmm. What can we do to bless this community? So I just was going to mention several things. One of them is that every month we do a food pantry that's done typically in Clubhouse 7, where we bring in, and we are one of the largest, because Saddleback has several different locations and so on, we're one of the largest suppliers of food in this county, and including here in Laguna Woods, where about 70 to 75 households per month come to take advantage of meeting these physical needs.
Right.
We really wanted to be able to do that in a tangible way, and our pantry is really fun for people, and I encourage anybody who could use some extra encouragement in a given month to come on out. Mm-hmm. It's all free, but you actually get to shop. We don't hand you a bag of food.
Right.
You go around the room and you pick out the various items that you enjoy eating, and so on, and so, from meats to breads to vegetables and
where do
so
they
on.
do this at?
Clubhouse 7, typically.
Oh, in Clubhouse 7, okay.
I think it's well, you can watch the Globe for notifications of it.
Okay.
But I think it's the 4th Wednesday of each month.
Okay.
I think it is. Might be the 3rd.
And then you give them a box, so it's kind of like going to Costco.
We actually, people shop with them. No, the boxes that you see there, they're just, they're unloading the food. But no, you have a shopping cart.
Oh, you do?
You go around and then we help you take it to your car.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
great.
So
it's a lot. I love that ministry because it's meeting physical needs.
Exactly.
But we have all kinds of needs and other things that and one of the reasons I asked if we could mention these today is because if anything that we mention can be of help to anyone here, it's all our things are free. We want them to come on out, and we'll minister to them.
Okay.
But I wanted to mention a couple of emotional needs that we help meet, and two of those ministries are called Grief Share and Suddenly Alone. And both of those are geared to those who have lost loved ones. And the Grief Share helps you in a weekly setting to go through the pain that's involved with that, with other people that are experiencing the same loss.
Right.
The Suddenly Alone is a once a month thing where we help meet practical needs such as, how do you do your finances? Where do you take your car? A lot of folks, if they lost a loved one who always took care of those things, they just need practical help.
Right.
So we develop both of those for the emotional needs and that. But another group that we've developed over the years, Saddleback actually, is called Celebrate Recovery.
Okay.
And Celebrate Recovery is for those who have any addictions or hurts or hang-ups that they need to deal with in their life. And these are, again, weekly groups, and anyone's invited. You don't have, in fact, in this Celebrate Recovery, in our, the way we do it, we actually partner with Grace Hills Church, which is on Moulton, and another great church. There's so many good churches around here, and I always like to say that because, yes, I represent Saddleback, but more importantly, I represent the church in general.
Right.
And all churches have great things going. But this one, we partner with Grace Hills because they have a wonderful facility. So we provide the teachers and guides for Celebrate Recovery, but it's held at their facility, and so it's good for both.
And I'd also like to point out that many of your programs originated at the original Saddleback Church, correct? So you're just sort of modeling what they have or providing what they have, but in the woods.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So therefore, we didn't have to develop it.
Right.
We just apply it, and that's so much easier.
Well, yeah.
It is. Yeah. And Celebrate Recovery, of course, has helped people all over the world now. And so this is just the local chapter of that. It's really a Christian 12-step program. And other 12-step programs help people too.
Right.
But ours is from a Christian perspective, and a lot of people would appreciate that aspect of it, and that's different.
Right, exactly.
Other needs we try to meet are social needs for people, and so over the years we've done lots of concerts here.
Right.
And
movies, because you had that one.
We've had movies. We want to provide, a lot of clubs do this, but we want to do it from when we do concerts, the reason that we're able to do them at lower cost and with high quality is we're not in it for the money. We just want to provide the service. And so, like we've had, our most popular one over the years has been the platters.
Oh, fun.
So we've had the platters a couple times. We had, and here's a picture of them. And they are great friends they've become great friends of mine over time, and we love having them. But we've also had a Neil Diamond show. We had Red Skelton one time.
Oh, fun.
Copy, what do you call those?
Oh gosh, imitation or
I don't know.
Tribute bands.
Tribute, yeah. So we had a Red Skelton tribute, and that was so funny.
That's great.
Although you may not remember him.
No, I do.
You do?
I do. Yes,
okay,
I do. Let's not talk about
okay,
age.
no,
Stop
no.
that.
So we do the. And then one other thing that I think that I would want our folks to know that are watching, we have home Bible fellowships. Okay. And you say, well, I don't go to church or something. So a lot of people are more comfortable just in the setting of a home. And so we have over 80 of those groups in Laguna Woods that meet weekly in people's homes.
That's great.
And so I'm sure there's one in your neighborhood, wherever you live, that would love to welcome you in. You say, well, it's because they're not only social, but people need prayer. And this is where individuals can get prayed for by their friends and neighbors.
Right.
And so that probably is our most popular thing that we do, are the home fellowship groups. And anyway, but it's one of the least talked about because it's kind of under the radar, and it's not a big group setting on a Sunday or something. It just meets in a home.
Well, so many wonderful things you guys are providing. That's excellent.
Yeah.
And again, your 9-year celebration
We
coming
are.
up next Sunday at 9 and 11.
You
so don't forget
have
that.
to have been coming.
Okay, just come for that if they do.
Come for some cake.
Okay. Oh, or cake.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you have our phone number?
Yes, we'll have the phone number, or you guys could go to Laguna Woods website, right?
You can.
Okay.
Under saddleback.com.
Under saddleback.com. Okay.
But our number is 949-609-8574.
Perfect.
I gave the wrong phone number last time.
Oh,
That's
well,
why I
good
made
thing.
a point
All
of
right,
saying it.
so
Okay.
good. Now we have it. Thank you again. It was
Thanks,
nice
Lisa.
to see you.
Loved it.
And and don't forget that the 9-year celebration is next Sunday at 9 and 11. And we'll be right back after this.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I trust Dr. Farman with all my dental procedures and all my dental work. Thank goodness I found Dr. Farman.
We have been serving the community of Laguna Woods for almost 20 years now. Come and visit us at Brilliant Smile for all your dental needs.
We are close to Gate 6, near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
Welcome to another edition of the Entertainment Corner. I'm Paul Ortiz, and thanks for joining us today. Well, joining us on the set now is Nathan Gunn. He's performing at the Laguna Playhouse. This is called Flying Solo. You're actually on stage by yourself. Well, you have a piano player. There's someone to keep you company during the show, right?
Yeah, Michael Bagby. He's at the piano the whole time. He's a great straight man for the show.
Absolutely.
And was a former student of my wife, Julie, at the University of Illinois.
Interesting. Your wife actually was, I believe, your piano teacher, and is that kind of how you met in class or something like that?
She was studying accompanying. She's a pianist with John Wussman when I first got to school. And so we now run the program at the University of Illinois where we met. So we always warn our students, be careful who you're sitting next to. You might end up being married with 5 children.
Exactly, right. Speaking of your 5 children, I thought it was interesting because you've traveled all over the world. You've been with all the major opera companies throughout the world. And when they were younger, or probably even now still, they actually thought you worked at the airport because you were traveling so much.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing. They thought I worked at the airport, and then eventually they realized I was in a plane, and then at one point they would think, oh, well, he's going somewhere. Of course, then they have to figure out I'm on a stage going somewhere. But we have some insane travel stories.
Oh, I bet.
We had 5 kids under the age of 7 at one point.
Oh, geez.
Thinking the 7-year-old should be able to push a huge luggage cart across many lanes at Heathrow. Yeah.
So our opera audience know you from the Metropolitan Opera and all these other things that you've done throughout the world. How did you really become, a baritone in the opera? Like you go to cocktail parties and go, oh, so what do you do for work? Oh, well, I'm an opera singer.
Yeah, I avoided saying that for a long time. I had a neighbor who, at one point, operas will take you away for a while. You'll be on 6 weeks or so for each gig. But if you go to sing with an orchestra, usually it's, 5 days or a little bit less, do a couple of concerts, a recital, 1 or 2 days. And I had a neighbor who I was doing a lot of orchestra work, and I kept leaving and coming back every couple of times with this suitcase. And he knew I was a musician, but he didn't quite understand it. He was an electrician. And he came up and he's like, Nathan, don't worry about it. I know you're going to be able to hold down a job at some, at some point. It just, the opera world finds you. They find talents and voices, and it, usually, in my case, sort of the music found me, and then the opera world found me. I was more interested in songs, musical theater, art song, things like that. And then sang a competition, and the head of the Metropolitan Opera Young Artist Program said, you should come sing for us. So that's what I did, and then off to New York, and then I just started making debuts everywhere. And
What year was that?
1994.
Wow, it's quite a journey.
Yeah, from South Bend, Indiana, playing sports. Thinking I was going to the U.S. Air Force Academy too, music.
That's something. And speaking of quite a journey, this show is really about your journey and the journey with your father and your family and the clan Gunn, right?
Yeah, that's what it's about.
What made you want to do this project with Hershey Felder?
Hershey had heard me on television at some point, and what he told me is he thought, I want to do a project with him. And we met a number of years after that. He was producing a different show, and the guy who had written it was going to be in it, asked me if I would participate. I had the time free, and I thought, well, sure, I liked him, and we'd done some things together. And Hershey said he'd only produce it if I was in it. So that's how we met. And then we started working together, and at the time, it was very fortuitous because my father had to be hospitalized. And so I was working in Chicago, and I was able to go back and forth and see him every day up the Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago. And so Hershey and I got to know each other, and he's like, most people really don't understand this world of opera, and knowing your family and knowing where you come from, I think this could be a really good story. And I thought, well, that's kind of, I play other characters, but play myself.
Right, and tell your story.
And tell my story. Yeah. So, we decided to kind of work on it. And it was rocky at the beginning because, I'm talking about people who are alive, and imitating people who are alive. And I just, it's one thing to, and I have to explain, like I had to explain to my parents before they saw it. I have to understand, this isn't exactly you. It's sort of a hyper version of you, and kind of
Right.
And I know that this story kind of melds in with the other story, but it's in order to tell the whole story, because otherwise we had to cut hours worth of scenes and music to make it an hour and a half long. So anyway, that's how we met, and we really hit it off. He's like a brother to me, and we get music, the language of music and theater.
Yeah, and the story came out the way you wanted it to,
Yeah.
I would think. I have some friends here, obviously, in the Village that happened to see one of your first shows, and they were amazed, like you just said, the transformation that you were able to pull off. That, I mean, from what I hear, because I haven't seen the show, that you're talking to chairs and tables as if it's your music teacher or who it might be from the past, right?
Yeah, it's true, and this is. And I've been on stage a lot in life, but this is the first time I've ever done what I would call a one-man show.
Right.
It's not a recital, it's not a song cycle, it's not an opera where I actually have people that I'm on stage with. This is me being those people sometimes, and sometimes not. Sometimes talking to them, sometimes I'm myself now, sometimes I'm myself a little younger. I play a variety of different characters, and it's weird, and but it's a craft that Hershey has helped me sculpt, and I really enjoy it.
And as a performer, you're a storyteller no matter what.
Yeah.
So you're really telling your story once again.
Yeah, and fortunately it's my story, so I can. It's hard to get lost.
Right, and it's emotional to you because obviously you had this. The story, from what I understand, is you're kind of taking the hierarchy of the family, and you're kind of like, you're going to be the man of the house now, and it's your transformation of becoming a man, I guess.
It is, and it's a story about a relationship between, fathers and sons. It's about a moment in life where, and everybody comes to it, where there is a crossroad, and you kind of reevaluate, what is it I'm doing with my life? Which path should I go down? And it's about tradition, it's about ceremony, it's about families, definitely, and told with a lot of humor, because and they're all true stories. People are not going to believe some of these things that I tell. But
being on stage, because you have worked, like I said, throughout the world, and you're in big houses. Yeah. The Playhouse, I believe, has about 500 seats in there. So is it different because now you see faces in the audience? Does that ever really work with your character?
I like it.
Does it change your tempo at all?
I like it.
Yeah.
There are some drawbacks, and that's, I've noticed if you go to an opera, they're really very strict about phones, recording, all of this.
Sneezing.
And people that go to it are used to that.
Yeah.
I think theater is a little bit more like going to a movie for some people.
Right.
So they might come in with their phone still on, or flashing their lights around, and it's. They
brought some snacks in their purse.
Yeah. Well, no, they allow people to drink and stuff in there too. That never happens at the opera. But I'm learning how to ignore that, and I think audience members are pretty used to ignoring it. But I'm learning how to do that. The weird thing is in an opera, I think the conductor from where I'm standing on stage would be almost 2/3 away from me, and then after him starts all of the singer or all the audience,
the first rows, right?
And that's odd, but I like it.
Yeah,
I like to be able to see people and talk to them and hear the reactions, feel the reactions, and really, to me, these huge opera houses, 4,000 seats, it was never meant to be that way.
Yeah.
It's too big.
You want to feel the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they need to see you.
Absolutely.
Here you get to see everything.
Well, in your show, what's your favorite character? Or which one do you like performing?
I would say the scene with my grandpa McKibben. People just have no idea where that scene is going, but it is the God's honest truth.
Right.
And
it's a bit Scottish, so when I was wondering, it's like the Simpsons character, Willie McDougall, the groundskeeper, the guy always has his shirt off, he's doing the Scottish
McKibben was
thing.
not quite like that, no, he was way more Midwestern. And then there's my voice teacher, William Miller, who is also a huge character and I could do a whole show about him, an enormous person in my life. My father, I suppose, the trickiest part, hadn't seen this. They saw it Saturday. They didn't know what it was about.
Wow.
And Hershey was like, I'm sitting on the other side of the theater. Your mother may hate me after this and all that. They loved it. But there's a generation, I think, a lot of men our age, I think we're roughly the same age, you know, there was our father's generation before could be very distant,
yes.
particularly with showing emotion.
Right.
And that distance, I suppose I was a little bit reluctant to, I didn't want to insult him or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, as Scottish as he is, he's like, well, look, we're not Scottish it's a hobby. Well, you're making money at it. Yeah. Do what you need to. Yeah. But I'm becoming more comfortable with actually playing
that role
the way he was.
Yeah.
And it's good because I think it's just a different generation. It's not a lack of love.
Yeah.
It's just
just different.
You shake hands when you turn 12 or 13. Right?
Exactly.
And
the father's role has changed so much too in the last 30 to 50 years. You know, the father now is soccer dad and driving the kids to school and kind of packing lunches and doing everything.
He and his wife are both pregnant, right? We're pregnant, that kind of thing.
We're pregnant.
So that's, you know, playing by, doing that character has been a little bit difficult, but the imitations of, I love imitating Plácido Domingo because I can, and it's fun. Oh, the scene with Renata Scotto, my first coaching. She's an opera diva, tough as nails, about that tall, huge head, and like, and I just tell that, I literally tell the story exactly like it happens, and I imitate her. And people will just not believe the things that they say.
It sounds like a terrific show. You're having a great time, obviously.
Yeah. Oh,
You're going to run until April 22nd,
yes.
So we have a couple evenings still to watch the show. You actually have a matinee performance too.
I do. Matinees
on the weekends?
Or weekends.
Yeah, very good.
So this is new for me, 8 shows a week. I'm used to like one show every 3 days or something.
So you're at the Laguna Playhouse, your first time there. What do you think of the Playhouse? It's a beautiful location.
Oh, it's a great location. Yeah. Everybody's so kind and supportive.
Yeah.
We had my son, my 18-year-old boy, was in for Easter, so we went up to, I think it was St. Mary's Episcopal Church up in Laguna.
Sure.
And then but we had a full, 12 hours of work for tech. And I told Hershey, I promised him a lamb Easter dinner, and he said, well, we'll take care of that. And Hershey and they made this enormous Easter, well, they called it sort of past Easter Fool's Day or whatever it was.
It was all the same weekend.
Yeah, it was all the same day. I think April Fool's Day and
Passover and Easter.
All that. So for 24 people.
Wow.
And they're terrific. It's a real family.
Exactly.
And everybody's incredibly kind and helpful.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect place to start this whole process.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's your first time here, and you know obviously you're going to move on to other theaters, hopefully.
Oh yeah, we are. First time here, first time to try it out, first time to do a solo show, first time to sing a schedule that's a Broadway schedule. Yeah. A lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts for you. Well, congratulations. Everything I've heard has been, very high marks for you, and your transformation into these characters sound hilarious. So I'm sure a lot of the people are looking forward to seeing the show.
It's a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoys it.
Well, be sure and go out to Laguna Playhouse and see this wonderful show. It's Nathan Gunn flying solo, and that's going to be running until April 22nd, and they're going to be over there at the Laguna Playhouse right down the street from us here in Laguna Woods Village. So we'll see you again next time on the Entertainment Corner.